What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we are here, as promised, with the next S-Class. In my review of the S500, I said that I absolutely loved it, but that I was really curious about other engines in this S-Class, and I was mainly talking about this one, the S450d, which is the all-new inline-six 3-liter diesel engine by Mercedes. It's got 367 horsepower with a 27 horsepower EQ boost, and it just feels so good. It is just mega. So today I'm going to show you around it, and we'll take a look at this gorgeous spec as well, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast to find out what this diesel is all about. Now, this car in this incredible spec is for sale at Thijs Timmermans. We borrowed this car over there. It's done like 3,500 kilometers. It's brand new, and it is emerald green. Now, this is one of the best colors you can get at Mercedes. It is a super dark green, but when the sun hits it, you have a little bit of a gold flake in there. Absolutely stunning. Fits the S-Class super well with the chrome grille at the front, the proper Benz star on the bonnet as well. We've got the digital lights, so the upgraded lights that can actually project things on the road as you go to warn you for certain things like crossing children or like road works, stuff like that. And this car also has an AMG package, so that means that we have these 21-inch wheels, and we've got perforated brake discs behind that, air suspension of course, and Pirelli P0 rubber. Oh, look at that green here. It is so gorgeous. I hope that you guys can properly see that on camera, but it is so stunning. We've got chrome window surrounds, love that, no privacy glass. This is a proper like grandpa spec S450d. Also inside we've got this gorgeous tan leather. This is a non-long wheelbase version, but still, I mean, it is pretty spacious. And just look at that stitching, the perforated leather. We've got Burmester audio, piano black accents with this pinstripe in there. Heated seats in the rear as well. Oh, this is so nice. Panoramic roof, two of them. And then at the rear, I hope that this is where I can properly show you guys that color, because it's super difficult. I think it's certain angles, it just disappears, it turns like black, but I hope that by doing stupid stuff like this, you guys can see how crazy it is. Absolutely lovely. So we've got actually, yeah, that's fake, so fake exhaust in the bumper, and then the real one is over there, of course, being a diesel. Big boot as well, which is super nice, mega practical. That is proper, with a ski hatch in there even, so you can take your skis on the holiday. Because I mean, S450d, this thing will do 1,000 kilometers on a 65-liter diesel tank, so that is just proper range. And then the engine. Of course, the most important part, because S-Class we've covered a couple times now, but this engine fits this car so well because it is so quiet. It does its job like in the most zen way possible. It's all torque, 750 newton meters, which is proper. And then 367 horsepower with a little EQ boost of 27. That is just more than enough, and the car performs really well, but we'll talk a bit about that on the Autobahn. Yeah, I just think it's a shame that we're going to lose cars like this, because yes, an electric car does what this car does as well, like the zenness of it, the silence, the ease, the torque, but you can't do 1,000 kilometers on a full charge yet. And there's also something about those gear shifts with that diesel that is just so lovely. So interior, already showed you a bit of it, but my goodness, this is so nice. This is, in my opinion, miles ahead of the competition. We even have a piano black wood rim on the steering wheel, which adds a lot. Not only for the look of it, but also for the luxurious feeling you get. And it's also heated. So that also adds another like level of luxuriousness. This is what you want in an S-Class, at least what I want. Again, we've got the piano black trim with those pinstripes running all across the front. This, you know, black leather, black trim, aluminium, tan leather. It is just all so beautiful. Okay, so let's start it up. Super quiet, idle as well. Really, really quiet. And that is one of my favorite things about this new engine. It is super, super silent. And it just works really well because of that. Because it just feels like it's a weird combination between still having that diesel sound a little bit, of course, but it is so distant and it is such a silky smooth engine. And it does everything with so much ease that it just works so well in this car. It's a match made in heaven. It really is. This I think would be my preferred. If I would have to spend my own money on an S-Class, this would be it. It would be an S50, it would be an S450d in a similar spec, emerald green, this tan leather. I mean, I would go for all of that, all the grandpa stuff. And you still have like plenty of torque. If you put your foot down a little bit, if you want to overtake someone or just feel like torquing it up a little bit, it is so nice, matched to that 9G Tronic gearbox. It actually downshifts a little bit more than I was expecting, but you have 9 gears, so that's probably why that is. It's not like the old diesels that just wouldn't shift down if you had like a 6 or 7 speed gearbox. It feels quite modern actually, this. It's a shame that we're going to lose this because that is nice. So do we have any sound? Not bad. You also have driving modes, of course, so let's hit Sport Plus. I think it's mainly the gearbox that wakes up, and of course the air suspension that tightens up, so you have a bit more body control, because in comfort mode it is super like floaty. It's like a pillow. Yeah, the shifts are a bit more noticeable as well in sport mode. That is pretty good. And you can immediately feel that the car stays a lot flatter through this corner. We have 4-wheel steering as well, which works really well. And of course we have the usual S-Class safety systems and luxury systems and everything. You know, it scans the road ahead. It even has interior cameras that keep an eye on you and help you with certain things. Like they turn on the interior light when you reach for the glove box in the dark. Stuff like that. That is super smart. And that is what this car does to you. You get in it and you just immediately relax. It's a zen-like experience. This car just provides that environment so well, more so than the competitors, I think. This car feels more like it wants to serve you. It wants to make sure that you have a good time and you're relaxed and at ease, which is a very nice experience. But on top of that, look at this. Pretty damn impressive performance as well. So top speed is 250, this is the limiter, 256. Brakes, not bad. But the performance actually is really impressive. So a comparable BMW 7 Series 740d with 340 horsepower, also an inline 6, does 17 seconds, 100 to 200, 17.2 to be exact. We measured this car at 12.9, so it's 4.5 seconds quicker from 100 to 200, which is a lot. So the car is performing really well. If you take a look at our list, you can actually see the cars that it's close to in time. It's actually very impressive. It's an incredible drivetrain, this, and just cruising at these like 230 to 40 speeds in this car, even in sport mode. Let's go back to comfort and let that air suspension soak everything up. You just feel immediately that the car starts like floating a little bit, moving around a little bit. It's very nice. I love that. And the difference is quite big. You can also feel it when you put your foot down, that the nose raises up a little bit, or the rear squats. I even think, and this might sound a bit weird, but I even think I prefer this to an S63. I think this drivetrain in this car makes more sense. It's a lot less heavy, of course. That S63 with the batteries is super heavy. This car weighs 2100 kilos. And it just works. It's a relaxing experience. It does the job really, really well. It hits the brief, and I think there are very few cars on sale right now that hit it as well as this, that meet the expectations and exceed the expectations by so much. And the strange thing is, well, it's not really strange, we know why that is, but Mercedes doesn't really say anything about this car. It's a brand new engine in this car. It's a really good drivetrain, but they kind of keep it on the down low, because they don't want too many people knowing that they've got a new diesel around, because they don't actually want too many people buying it. They want people to buy the hybrid version because they have to meet a certain CO2 emission level with all their sold cars. So they can't sell too many of these diesels, and it's a shame because it's my favorite of the S-classes we've driven so far. So this is the fourth S-Class W223 we've driven, the S500, S580, S63 and this S450d, and this is probably the best one. If you look at value for money and just the entire experience, it's probably the best one we've driven, and that says a lot because it is a very good car and they're all really good to drive, but this is on another level. Really, really lovely cars. So as I said, this one is for sale at Thijs Timmermans. I think there won't be too many of these around, so if you want one quickly, go get this one in this beautiful spec. Absolutely gorgeous. Thanks as always, Thijs, for giving us the car for a couple of hours. Really appreciate it. To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. Check out this video, this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.